Hey guys, today we have 6 historical facts about money that you never knew. Money seems like the most straightforward of all concepts. It's what you use to buy stuff, after all, but in reality, it's much more complicated than that. The history of money, in fact, runs much deeper than we give it credit for, and it's been used in many different ways over the centuries. Here are 6 true facts about money that will blow your mind. 1. Banks played a major role in slavery. Slaves were the backbone of the South's farming economy before the Civil War. Banks in both free and slave states loaned money to farm owners who used it to buy slaves. They would then advance credit to those farmers to purchase goods, who would repay by turning over a portion of their crop as collateral. The banks owned the rights to any profits made from any increase in value of that crop, even if they didn't lend out the original money for buying it. And guess what happened if the farmer couldn't pay back his debt? The bank took possession of his family and any other property he had until he could pay off his debt, which often ended up being permanent since enslaved people had no way to make payments on their own behalf. 2. The world's first ATM was in London, England in 1967. John Shepard Barron had seen a cash dispenser while on vacation in America and he thought the idea would work well in England. He contacted Barclays Bank, who agreed to his proposal. They installed the machine at one of their branches, near Regent Street. On the 27th of June 1967, customers were able to withdraw £10 or £20 notes from an envelope which they inserted into the machine and pressed their finger against a glass screen. 3. Originally, people used gold and silver coins. When we think of money, it can be hard to imagine the past. Silver and gold coins were originally used as the sole form of currency. Silver was more valuable than gold because it had a higher content of silver while gold had a higher content of precious metals. Eventually, people started trading in paper money. The US dollar is still printed on paper bills today. Nowadays, there are many different forms of currency like gift cards and credit cards. Hi, if you liked it so far, please leave a like, subscribe and leave a comment. 4. Lots of money doesn't make you happy. We've all heard the old saying, it's not what you have but who you are. When it comes to money and happiness, this is often true. More money doesn't equate to more happiness. In fact, studies show that up to $75,000 a year will make a person generally happy, and then after around $100,000 $150,000 a year of income. More does not equal more happiness. Above this amount, people experience more stress in their lives. 5. Inflation is much worse today than it was then, and it's increasing. The money of a century ago is not just worth less when compared to the same goods in terms of quantity, but there are many who argue that it is not just a difference in valuation. The inflation rate from back then is much lower than it is now, and the gap between them is steadily increasing. Wars will often result in heavy debt, which can be solved by going into deficit spending or printing more money. Unfortunately, this also leads to hyperinflation, which decreases the value of currency quickly. The stock market crashing in 1929 was largely due to overspeculation and reckless investment practices. While high corporate debts left companies vulnerable for takeover during the Depression years following World War II. In 2008, the collapse of Lehman Brothers sparked another recession which is still felt today. The Corona crisis in 2019 did the rest. And now the sanctions against Russia. 6. Our national debt has never been higher. To date, the United States has amassed the highest national debt of any country in world history at $19.5 trillion as of September 12, 2017. This alarming figure is a result of decades of unsustainable government spending, from policies like tax cuts for the wealthy and huge military expenditures that cost more than all other countries combined. The economic downturn caused by the Great Recession left millions without jobs or homes, and many fell into poverty. 1 out of every 6 people lives below the poverty line set by the U.S. Census Bureau, a total of 46 million Americans, while 20% live on less than half that amount. Barely enough to make ends meet each month. If you like the video, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel and write a comment. You would support me a lot and never miss a video.